So, what's good, everybody? RJ Shelton here, episode 74 of Off the Top Show. You already know what we're doing here. We talk about sports. I got my OG big brother, Tony Lippett, obviously on the other end, aka Lip, that be rocking with us ever since we started this. What's good, my good brother?
What's happening? What's happening?
Man, you already know. So let's get and hop right into it. Obviously, last night, festivities from the NFL, NFC North division, what we talk about. We obviously had the Lions versus the Packers, and the Lions actually came into Titletown and put a whooping on us right away in the first quarter. Detroit Lions won that one 34-20. Let's go ahead and go over these stats real quick, and then we'll talk about the game. Jared Goff was 19 of 28 from the field, 210 yards, throwing one touchdown, one interception. David Montgomery, how about that pickup, bringing him over from the Chicago Bears? 32 carries, 121 yards, and 3 touchdowns. I say this all the time. If you rush over 100 yards, you have the most likely chance of winning a football game, especially in the NFL or whoever, college, high school. If you run for a lot of yards, you'd be good. And then obviously Josh Reynolds, 3 receptions for 69 yards. And I know St. Brown had one touchdown for a couple receptions. They did their thing, and I'm just obviously going to go to the Packers quick. Tough one for us, man. We came out slow and got punched in the mouth immediately. Couldn't control anything when it came to O-line or D-line. We got out-physicaled the whole game. It was disgusting to see. But we'll go ahead and go through this real quick, and then, Lip, I'll have you go ahead, and you got the floor on talking about your Detroit Lions. But Jordan Love, 23 of 36 from the field, 246 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Didn't play his best game and kind of trying to make some throws that didn't need to be made, but credit the defense for the Lions for kind of making that trickery when it comes to that secondary and that defensive coordinator coach and all those guys playing very well on that defensive end for him to make those boneheaded throws. And then Aaron Jones coming off an injury, 5 carries for 18 yards. And then Romeo Doubs, 9 receptions for 95 yards. You got the floor, brother. You got the floor.
Hey man,
Talk to me about your Lions.
hey man, hey man. I have had to endure watching the Lions for 20 plus years. Ever since I could watch football, the Lions was on TV. I've watched them get their ass whooped for years, bro. On Thanksgiving, on every Sunday, no matter if it was home or away. Hey, bro, this is a new brand of football that I'm seeing from Detroit Lions, and I fucking love it. I love it because if you're from the D, bro, Detroit is a very unique place. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a different place. It's not like no other city in the world. It's not like no other city in the world. And if you're from Detroit and you've been around the world, you know, like, bro, there ain't no place like Detroit. We a tough city, bro, and it's representing. You can see from Bad Boys Pistons, remember them? From even
Yep.
the early 03, 04, 05, 06 Pistons where they were going to championship, lost one. Even back then with Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars and, Sally and the big other, I forgot the other guy name, but even Dennis Rodman playing for the Pistons. Like, we always had that tough-minded brand of sports ball, period. And it's finally has reeked off into the Lions. Finally. Like, bro, I love it. Let me just start with this. As long as Jared Goff continue to manage the game and play above that management as well, he's going to be fine. The running game has to be a part of our offense. Like you said, David Montgomery, 32 carries, 121 yards. He's literally, I think he missed the last 2 weeks. He missed the last 2 weeks with a thigh bruise or something like that, like a thigh. And I know how them thigh bruises go. I seen he was wrapped up pretty well last night. 121 yards and 3 touchdowns. And his longest run was 16 yards. So that's like he's chopping them. He's pounding that defense. You feel me? Like he's breaking them down. Where they don't want to tackle no more. It gets to a certain point where like some teams don't want to tackle no more. Then you got Raymond, 1 carry for 40 yards. Gibbs, 8 carries for 40 yards. Goff, 2 carries for 10 yards. That's over 200 yards rushing. Like you said, you control the ball. You control the tempo of the game, time of possession. Continue to move the clock. Continue to pound on the defense and break them down, wear them out. By the time you get to the fourth quarter, they don't want to tackle no more. Second half, they don't want to tackle no more. And that's what Montgomery is. That's what Amaz St. Brown is. That's what he is. He's a pounder out there at the wide receiver. He's a physical guy. He's a grinder. We just have weapons, man. Laporta, I keep telling you about Laporta. Laporta's one of the next great tight ends. Like I was saying this way before the season started. I was saying like, bro, that dude from I've watched his highlights and I watched a couple games from last year at Iowa. I'm like, bro, he can play football, bro. Like he's a football player. Our defense, man. Brian Branch, he had a great game last night. He went out a couple times with injury, so I hope he's doing well. I thought he had like an Achilles, something like that, because he had got carted off. But he came back out there. I guess it was like an ankle or something. He came back out there and he got back in the game, so that's good. But then he got hurt again at the end, and I think it was like a shoulder or something. But I'm hoping he's doing well because he's a leader and a veteran on that defense, even though he's a rookie. Then you
Right.
got A. Hutchinson. Hutchinson doing well. Hutchinson balling, controlling the game. He had almost 2 sacks yesterday. Jacobs, 2 interceptions. Like, the Lions look good, man. You can tell, like, we have an identity. There's not a lot of teams in the NFL that has an identity in how they play. And you can tell it reaches from the coaching staff all the way down to the 53rd person on the roster. And I love what I'm seeing. Like, the Lions is one of the top teams in the NFL, and I don't want to hear nobody say otherwise because the NFC is not that dominant. You feel me? The AFC is pretty, there's a lot of loaded teams in the AFC, but the NFC is kind of waiting on another team to get up there with the 49ers and the Eagles. They want to put the Cowboys up there so much, but the Cowboys got to do something to get there. But the Lions, they ain't knocking at the door no more. They done broke that bitch down, and we standing at the door growling, man, for real, straight lion type shit. So I love what I see, bro. I love what I see. I could go on about the Packers, but I'm going to let you go on.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, I'm keeping it short and sweet with the Packers. I was just gonna say we'll see you on Thanksgiving. I mean, it was a complete ass whooping that had happened. There ain't really nothing else to say if you're a Packers fan. Granted, obviously with Jordan Love, go ahead. What were you about to say? You want to say something?
Yeah, I was about to throw in there, like, first off, it's going to be a better matchup around that time. It's going to be a better matchup. The team's going to, the Packers, they've been and played together more. They had some injuries out yesterday. I mean, Nart, I don't know his name, but the left tackle, he's on IR again. You feel me? So that's gonna be that's a starting Pro Bowl tackle that you're missing. And then, bro, you got a top 5 player that's off your team right now. He got a back injury. Lattimore. Lattimore is a top corner in the game, and he can change a game. He can alter a game. So he makes that defense better. Like that defense feeds off of him. He is the leader on that defense. So
You're
with
talking
him
about
out,
Alexander? You talking about Ja Alexander?
well, who I say Lattimore.
Yeah,
I
you said that.
always say fucking Lattimore
I
because
know,
I be
but they're
thinking about him
similar.
the
They're
same.
similar styles, though. They're similar styles,
Yeah,
so they're good.
yeah. But I'm talking about Jair Alexander.
Yeah.
He's the one. That defense. He's the guy on that defense. He breathes life into that team. And I wasn't mad at what I seen about Jordan Love, bro. Like he just needs some more reps, more experience. But I like what I'm seeing from Jordan Love, bro. Like they be like, oh, he started slow or he finished this way, he did that, he did that.
Right.
I like what I'm seeing. I think he's a quarterback in this league. And it's hard to say that for some guys in this league because you can tell when some guys like, is he a good quarterback? Or is he? I
Right.
think this guy, only thing he's missing is experience on the field. He's going to keep getting better. They're not holding him back. I think the playbook is open. I'm not seeing them holding his hand, with the play calling. They letting them flow and letting them go. So Thanksgiving time, that's going to be a matchup right there. And that's going to be a tough one because I'm sure it's going to be some things on the line around that time. So
Right.
floor is yours.
Yeah, no, to go ahead and just add on to that, and we can just keep on going on, obviously, through all these games that are coming this weekend from NFL and college. No, I love what, Jordan Love is doing. He's making the right, reads and things like that. Obviously, yesterday we saw that, I think, more of scheme of what Detroit Lions defense on the back end does because they were giving Rodgers problems as well last year, kind of tricking
Yeah.
him into making those throws. I think that was the same thing that we saw yesterday. But that's a credit to the Detroit Lions, man. They got every piece. I remember saying this at the beginning, like, don't be surprised if this team wins the NFC North this year. They have every piece of the puzzle. They got the coaching, they got the defense, they got the offense. On the offense, they do what needs to be done. They play simple football. They run the football, they play action, and whatever's open that the defense is giving them, they go ahead and capitalize on. And then obviously for the Packers, obviously they got to continue to just go ahead and keep, Jordan Love in there doing what needs to be done for him to get in the flow of the game. But at the same time, there's going to be injuries. We may play you guys. We might not have Jollies in, or we might not have guys in there. So he's going to have to go ahead, and really lead, down the stretch, down the season when it gets crunch time, because that's when the quarterback play is fully opened and needs to be top tier when it comes to that playoff time. So it was a good game. But shout out to the Lions for winning that one. Packers, what are you guys, 3-0 right now?
3-1.
3-1. Packers, I think, are 2-2. I think so.
Yeah, I think they lost to the Falcons, right?
2-2. Yep, 2-2. So that was a good game to watch. It was physical. Obviously, towards the end, the Packers are playing well defensively, things like that. But our O-line for the Packers have got to get situated. We can't have Baraki or whatever the hell his name is, I forget how to say it, out. So we need O-linemen immediately, because clearly if we don't have any O-linemen in there, we have no time. And that's not good. But long season, we'll see what goes down. But great win for your Detroit Lions, and you are 0-1. I mean, you're 1-0, I'm 0-1 in this year for doing the Detroit Lions versus the Packers. So I got to go ahead and get you.
Thanksgiving, we're going to be eating turkey. Don't even trip. We're going to be eating turkey on that day too, man. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're going to leave that, man. And then obviously staying in the NFC North here, the Minnesota Vikings are facing the Carolina Panthers at noon. That is a big game for the Vikings. That's a must-win for the Vikings. If you lose to the Carolina Panthers, ooh-wee. Obviously, Adam Thielen on the offensive end, he's going to be juiced, ready to play against them. He knows everything about them from a back end. I see him having a huge game against the Vikings. I see this actually being a close game.
He had a game last week. Did you see
his
his numbers
14
last week?
receptions for over 150 yards.
Bro, I was like, wait a minute.
Like, I don't. Yeah. But the thing is with Adam, Adam is still nice. Like, he's a red zone guy. He can make plays.
He can run routes.
He's a route running guy that can run routes for within 20 yards, and he will catch that thing every time. His hands are ridiculous.
Yep.
So I think he's going to have a huge game. And then for the Vikings, man, they need to win this game. They need to win this game point blank, point period. Because if you're 0-4 in the NFC North and it's only week 4,
Hey, I got the Panthers.
Ooh, you got the Panthers at home? Is Bryce Young playing or no?
I think they say he's playing.
Okay. I'm going to take the Vikings. I'm going to take the Vikings, but you got the Panthers at home? I don't want to be shocked.
The Panthers defense, bro, like they got some guys on defense. They got some injuries. They just lost Shaq Thompson. He out for the year. I trained with him, hell of an athlete. Hope he get right. J.C. Horn out for a few weeks. But they still got Burns. They still got the other D tackle they have. I think his name Brown. I don't know his first name, but he's a dog. They got some guys, bro. So
right,
and they at home. You feel me? If it was in Minnesota, I would have gave the hand to Minnesota. But it's hard to get a win in the league, especially a road win, bro. So I'm gonna take the Panthers, bro. I like Bryce Young getting his first win, bro.
Man, that would be insane. I mean, it's a possibility, but I think the Vikings now hopefully are going to come to their senses. I rock with the NFC North teams. I think they're going to go. It's going to be a tight game, though. It's going to be a close game. All these little close games that they've been having is going to be the same thing for the rest of the year. They're going to have these close games. They're just going to have to close out and finish. But I think they're going to finish against the Carolina Panthers. But that's going to be a good-ass game. And then ending, obviously, the last team in the NFC North here, the Chicago Bears face the Denver Broncos.
Do we have to?
I ain't going to lie to you, bro.
Do we have to?
We have got a big one. I'm damn near, I ain't going to lie to you, I'm going to take Chicago Bears, bro. These are both, they're really bad teams. Both are very bad teams.
Mm-hmm.
Denver just got dog walked by 50, okay? They allowed 70 points in the NFL.
10 touchdowns.
10 touchdowns. 10.
That's a Yankees.
That has never happened. That had never happened probably in like 2 decades in the NFL
I think
since
the
I've
last
been
time
alive.
they said I think the last time somebody put up 7 points, I think it was like the 60s. The
I got the Bears.
60s.
I got the Bears, bro. Do you want to?
We
Do
didn't
you want to talk?
we didn't seen some explosive offenses. We ain't seen no team put up 70 points. We didn't
No,
seen the Colts with Peyton Manning, Reggie, and Marvin, Dallas Clark. We didn't seen him with the Broncos when they had Emmanuel Sanders, Demarius Thomas, rest in peace. Wes Welker. We didn't see Tom Brady and Randy Moss. We didn't see the Dallas Cowboys, Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith. We didn't see the greatest show on turf in St. Louis. Ain't none of them ever put up 70. I'm taking the Broncos though. I'm gonna take the Broncos. I just think the Bears are about to go 0-17. I was always saying about the Cardinals, but they didn't got them one. I think the Bears gonna go 0-17. I think they beat themselves. The Cardinals ain't beat themselves yet. They just lost. You feel me? They just lost.
the
I
Browns.
think the
Mean?
Bears
I mean, excuse
beat
me, the
themselves.
Bucks. No, my God, the Bucks, the Broncos, for God's sakes.
Yeah, I think the Cardinals don't beat themselves. I think they just
Oh,
lost.
okay. Yeah.
I think the Broncos beat themselves. No, the Bears beat themselves, and they gonna lose. So they don't just lose like, oh, we just wasn't a better team that day. We just didn't execute the last. They be losing and they be killing themselves. So I think they going to it's hard to win the league, bro. You know that. This ain't basketball. This
Right.
ain't playing on the Tuesday. You've been pairing all week for this shit. I got the
Right.
Broncos winning.
I just think it's insane that they, but I don't know. Well, first off, if the Bears and the Vikings go 0-4 and it's week 4, guys might be booking trips to Cancun. We've already talked about this already. If you said week 2, I'm going to just leave it at that. So let's go ahead and move on over to some other games, obviously, out of the NFC North. Some 3 key ones that we had talked about and discussed earlier here. We go ahead and talk about the first one. Noon o'clock game as well, the Ravens versus the Browns. This is a division game. This is going to be a very good game, I think. I don't know if OBJ is out or if he's going to be playing, but either way, both opponents here, defenses are solid, offense full of fireworks. This game is going to be good at noon. I'm definitely going to try to flip and watch this as well. But I'm going to go ahead and take this is in Cleveland.
They both 2-1.
Both 2-1, both division game. I think, to be honest with you, that loss because the Browns lost against the Steelers, right? Was that their
Um,
only loss? I want to say on Sunday night, or was it one of those Monday night or one of the two? Let me see here.
I think so. Let me see. Yup, they lost to the Steelers 26-22.
Yep. So I think that was a tight one, but I think that was away. I think Cleveland Browns right now are a very solid team. I think Watson's only going to get better. And especially with the running game, obviously Chubb being out, which is a low blow, they still got the backup coming in. I forget who it is that's still running the ball. He ran it officially when he was, got it against the Steelers. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Browns at home on this one. I think it's
Okay.
going to be a one scoring game though. It's going to be a very tight game. This is going to be like a playoff atmosphere game because this is a lot riding on, especially in that division, a lot riding on, you know what I'm saying, who's going to be first or second going in, towards the end of the season for the playoffs. So I
All
got the
right, let me
Browns. I got Browns at the
let me
crib.
let me ask you this: who is gonna be a key factor for the Browns to win? Like we're gonna look back at this game and be like, this person, this person, this is the reason why they won. Who are we gonna look back and say for the Browns?
I mean, not to hide the elephant in the room, but I think Myles Garrett for sure because he's going to have to go ahead and, contain Lamar. I think him and the D-line are going to have to go ahead and make sure that he's not making extra plays and scrambling for the extra 10 yards for him to get a first down or for him to get going into running plays and things like that. I think third down is going to be critical for them. I'm an O-line, D-line guy when it comes to that, but I think that's going to be a key point. Myles Garrett is going to he's going to have his hands all over this game
Okay,
from a
I like that.
defensive position
He
because they're
coming
going to
off
have to.
three. He coming off 3.5 sacks. He had 3.5 sacks last week. So he turned. Like him and TJ Watt, they neck and neck with defense player of the year right now. They neck and neck. But that's a good pick, bro, for sure. I'm gonna take the Browns as well, bro. I didn't like what I seen from the Ravens last week. I wasn't able to watch the game, but I was checking like I didn't do like the play by play. Okay, it's 3rd and 10. What happened
Mm-hmm.
after that? Is it a punt? Did they get the first down? I was play by play in it for like the fourth quarter and overtime. And there was a lot of downs in the fourth quarter where it was like 3rd and 5. And Lamar couldn't get the first down.
Yeah.
He could, bro. It was like 4 or 5 3rd and 5s that I was looking like, damn, okay, he got to get this one. You feel me? He got to get this one. He gonna get this one. Yeah, he gonna get this one. And it was like, yep, punt, missed field goal. He wasn't getting the first down. And I was kind of like, man, that's a game they pay you to win, bruh. You cannot lose to Indiana at home, to the Colts at home when they starting their backup quarterback, and you are the Ravens. If you want teams to take you serious, period. That's a game Lamar supposed to win. That's what they paid you for. But I'm gonna take the Browns. I think this is gonna be a Browns defense versus Ravens offensive game. I think they have the secondary that's gonna be able to. I don't think Lamar gonna throw for over 200 yards. I think they're gonna strap on the outside with Denzel Ward, Newsome, Thornhill, Delpit. They got some chemistry back there with each other. I like how they playing. Then you got Myles Garrett. You got Zadarius Smith. You got some seasoned veterans that know how to play the game the right way. You got Anthony Walker at linebacker. Train with him. That's my dog. He been making plays. He's the captain of that defense. I just think the Ravens not going to be able to do enough to win this game. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I think it's going to probably be like 17-13. I think this is one of those games. I think it's one of those 17-13 games. They're going to make some plays on third down and things like that. But I got the Browns, man. I think this is a game that Deshaun Watson gets enough plays to win the game. And Lamar gonna be hanging short a little bit. I think the Browns gonna win this one first at their home. They're gonna protect their house.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you on that one. And Watson's been playing very well. Granted, they lost against the Steelers. He was making a lot of plays on third down with his feet, maneuvering out of the pocket, either throwing, anything like that. So he's a ball player. I think we've all known of Watson when he played against.
Deshaun?
Yeah, Deshaun. When Deshaun played against the Steelers, he was making plays. Granted, if he got sacked or whatever, when it was critical times down the stretch on 3rd and 10 or 3rd and 5, he was getting out and making plays to potentially go for it or to put his team in a good situation. So, like you said, put you on the Browns at the crib. And then another noon game as well, which is going to be high-packed within the same division. No, not in the same division. But these two teams are in the same division, and this is a big-time game for both these teams. Miami Dolphins versus the Buffalo Bills, and this is at Buffalo. Granted, obviously, that third win, blowing out the Denver Broncos by 70. So, they're all go on the offensive end. Playing very well, Tyreek Hill, Tua, who else? Waddle, the guy that you went up against who played back when you were in, I forget his name. They call him, call him the Chosen One. Does that he switch his name to Chosen One? Forget his name.
Chosen Anderson, Robbie Anderson.
Robbie Anderson in there again, right? They're firing on all cylinders. And obviously they're playing good defense as well. And then obviously got the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen's playing a little bit better now. I know last week they got a W. He threw for 3 touchdowns. Getting obviously tight ends involved. Wide receivers as well with Stephon and is it Gabe? What is his last name?
Gabe Davis.
Gabe. Yep. I think, to be honest here, Miami, I don't know what the weather's going to be. Doesn't matter. But I think Miami's still going to come into the Buffalo. It's going to be another tight game. I think Miami's going to win this one. Granted to what they got going on from an offensive standpoint, they're firing on all cylinders. Obviously, got Tyreek Hill that I didn't even mention. Who's going to guard him? Really, in that Bills defense is not really on the secondary end from a corner position. I don't know if White's out or anything, but they really haven't shown me anything from what I've
Yeah.
seen. So I think the Dolphins' offense is too much firepower for the Bills, but I think this is going to be a high-scoring game now. And I think it's going to be a close one when it comes to, that last team getting the ball to either go ahead to win it with a field goal or to win it with a touchdown. But I think this is going to be a high-powered game, high-powered offense. I think there's going to be a lot of points on the board this game because both teams like to air it out. We know Josh Allen's going to extend plays. We know Tua's going to make the right reads. But like I said, based off their performance last week, against the Broncos, they're all gas and no brakes. And that's really both teams from an offense perspective. But I like the defense for the Dolphins over the Bills. So I'm going to take the Dolphins on this one. Who are you thinking for this game here?
I think it's gonna be a tight game. I think it's gonna be a great game. I'm looking now. Their defense haven't been getting up a lot of points. I mean, their defense gave up one touchdown in the first game against the Jets. They won. Remember, the Jets won on like a punt return, if I'm not mistaken, in overtime. They won on like a punt return, not overtime, but a punt return. They gave up 10 points versus the Raiders, so that's one touchdown, and they gave up 3 points last week versus the Commanders. Obviously, we know them not explosive offenses, but they did go up against Devontae Adams. Like, he ain't no joke. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
even Garrett Wilson in week one, like, the Jets wasn't going downhill just yet. It was week one, even though they lost, Aaron Rodgers in week one. I'm reading something right now. It says Poyer going to be out. So the safety Jordan Poyer not playing. So we might see DeMar Hamlin. They obviously want to tell us every time he's inactive on social media, but now he's probably going to get the chance to play because you have a safety out. So this would be good to see what he has and see how he, is able to perform on this stage in this type of game, in this type of environment, and just to see how he looks physically. Tre'Davious White had a pick last week. If I'm not mistaken, they had four interceptions last week against Washington. Now we know Washington is not a highly explosive offense, but they do have weapons. Washington,
Right.
they got Curtis Samuel, they got Terry McLaurin. He nice. You feel me? They got the other receiver they drafted from Penn State. I forgot. Yeah, yep, him. He's straight. They got Logan Thomas at the tight end spot. They got Brian Robinson in the backfield. So it's like they have some weapons, and they held them to 3 points at their house, not in Buffalo, at their house. So, and I've been hearing this all on ESPN all week. Miami got the number one offense in the league. The Bills got the number one defense in the league. I just told you their defense only gave up 2 touchdowns this whole year in 3 games.
Right.
So they got the number one. So it's gonna be the clash of that right there. We're gonna see that. I think Josh Allen is gonna show us why people think he's the best player in the NFL. You feel me? Like, he's one of the top quarterbacks still in the NFL. I think this is a statement game for him. I think Tua, if the Dolphins win, it'll still be like, okay, it's a good win for them. Let's see later in the season how they're gonna be. But I think the expectation for Josh Allen is like, you got to come in and shut people up right now. They coming off a 70-point game. So you got to come in here and fuck around and throw for 4 touchdowns and rush for 2 of them. You feel me? You got to have like a 6-7 touchdown day. And he can do that. He has those times where he explodes and Josh Allen get to throwing the ball all over the field, running the ball all over the field, jumping over people and running through people. He needs to have one of those games, and their defense just need to make third down stops. Don't allow Miami to consistently make third down stops and make big plays, because they're going to make a couple big plays. They have that speed. They have that. That's who they are. But you got to limit it as well, too. Instead of having 5 big fucking plays, how about you just have maybe 1 or maybe 2? And that's the frame of work they need to stay in. I'm going to take the Bills, bro. I'm not just going to say they just going to beat them for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if the Dolphins win, but it's going to be hard to go into Buffalo and win, knowing the importance. eyes the standing division game that they have on this game, knowing what this game means. They played 3 times last year. They played in the
Right.
playoffs as well, and the Bills won. So I'm sure they looking at that like this. You can't lose at home, Josh Allen. I think Stephon Diggs about to do his thing. They got a decent running back that can run the ball with James Cook. He's been running the ball decent this year. This gonna be a game where that tight end gets in the mix even more. Kincaid, he's gonna get in the mix even more. So I don't want to be long-winded, but I got the Bills winning this game, and I got Josh Allen having one of those days where he reminds people, like, yeah, I am on the cover of Mad. Yeah, I am that. Don't play,
Right.
and I want to see. I'm excited to see that.
No, that's realistic. So that's another noon game, and then obviously we go in later in that day on Sunday, 3:25 p.m. New England Patriots, versus the Dallas Cowboys. Right, Dallas Cowboys coming off that loss to the freaking Cardinals, which is crazy. What are we gonna see? What do you think we're gonna see from the Dallas Cowboys? Because the Patriots, they're gonna be no joke, bro. They're gonna come in play, and they will come in coached well. They're not gonna beat themselves, and they're gonna play fundamental football. So what is Dallas gonna do? Are they gonna go ahead? Is Dak gonna go ahead and do, come over and make the right reads? Is he gonna go ahead and do what needs to be done? Defense is good. Obviously, Trayvon Diggs is out due to obviously ACL. Hopefully, all is well. It's terrible to see. Obviously, being a guy such a great caliber athlete, you hate to see guys out. But what are they going to do? What is that secondary going to be now? Does that put all the pressure on Parsons to get in on third downs and to go ahead and create havoc? Like, this is a big piece that the Dallas Cowboys have lost,
Yeah,
especially having Diggs being out the whole year. Yeah,
that's a
Pro
Pro
Bowl
Bowl
MVP.
corner.
Right.
That's a
So it's
Pro.
like, this is a catch game for the Dallas Cowboys, I feel. This is like, okay, we need to go ahead. We need to get back established. We need to be 2-2. We need to figure this out going forward. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think New England Patriots are going to go ahead and come into Dallas, play Bill Belichick football, and get themselves a dub.
Ooh-wee.
And get
Ooh-wee.
themselves a dub.
I like where you're going with that.
Because I really think that when you have like a game like this, right? Granted, New England, I don't know. New England is one of those teams that are always coached. They're always coached very well. They have the players. I don't care what they did previously. Like, we're in the now. We're not in the past. We're in the now. So anyone that can go ahead, come and make plays and get hot, I feel like they have the players to do that. Mac Jones, I mean, I know they're 1-2, but he's been playing very well. Seems he's being very comfortable with everyone that's come in from the offensive side. And their defense is for the Patriots are good. So I got them coming into Dallas. I don't even like Dallas. So that's why, number one, that's one reason. But number two, I think they're not going to be ready for this catch game. I think it's going to be a tight one. And it's going to come on Dak Prescott to go ahead and make a play, and he's not going to make it.
Hey, first off, that was a great take right there. And that was a great pick. That was a great pick. You brought up the fundamental, the disciplined team. We already know that's Bill Belichick's team. This is gonna be a physical football game. I think the emotions is gonna be running hot for Ezekiel Elliott. He had 16 carries for 50 yards last week, and that's pretty good. I think he touches the ball. I don't know if Stevenson's the starting running back plan, but if you got them two in that backfield, ooh-wee. Hey, I got the Patriots winning too. I ain't know you was gonna go there. I ain't know you
You
was
thought I
gonna
was
go
about
there
to
with
go with the Cowboys? I hate the Cowboys, boy. I couldn't
I,
stand the
I,
Cowboys.
that was in the back pocket. This gonna be one of the ones they just coming off a road loss. People are talking about them. This game right here is supposed to be one of them comfort wins. Like, we at home, we playing against. We got a little adrenaline running. We gonna be a little focused because we can't be out of focus because we going up against Bill Belichick. So we have to be locked in. But how locked in are we gonna be?
Right.
I got the first to 20 points is gonna win this game. I don't think Dallas is gonna score that many points. And
Yeah.
I think if New England scores 20 points, I think they win because that rookie corner for New England,
Gonzalez
hey,
is that man is serious.
hey bro, he kind of looked like Gilmore when Gilmore got drafted, bro. Like he a quiet assassin, boy. You gotta watch out for them quiet assassins, boy. They'll pick your motherfucking pocket. You won't even know. Like you gotta watch out
Right.
for them quiet. Yeah,
Right.
he make plays. He been strapping shit this season. He a dog. They D line is nice. Judon, got y'all. They got D line. They got linebackers. You got Jalen Mills back there. You got Jabril Peppers back there. You got Jack Jones back there. You got Jonathan Jones. You, it's a Bill Belichick defense. They just need to run the ball. Receivers make plays on the outside. Just maybe if y'all just make 15 to 20 catches between y'all. 15, Devontae Parker. He can change the game. I know that's my dog. Same draft class, that's my dog. Miami, that's my boy. He gonna make something happen. It's the stage. Just like you playing in Jerry's world, bro. Who don't want to make plays in Jerry's world? You feel me? Like when you go into there, you playing against America's team. You want to put on, bro. You want to put on, bro. Then you got Bourne. You feel me? You got Hunter Henry. You got. I think this is gonna be a game with Mac Jones. I think this can be a game where Mac Jones plays his best game.
Yeah.
If they can run the ball, Mac Jones can have like a game where he's 23 for 29, 23 for 28, 3 touchdowns, 220, 30 yards. That's where he need to be at. That if Mac Jones can do that, have 20 completions for 230 yards and a couple touchdowns and take care of the ball, stay out of third and longs, it's gonna be on. I like the Patriots to go in there and get the W, bro. I like that pick. I think they're gonna be focused. Ezekiel, they gonna play a little bit harder for Zeke. You feel me? It's always like that. If you were on another team and you was the guy on this team, they let you go and you going in there, you gonna be focused. You ain't gonna be talking to nobody. They gonna see you like, oh, this motherfucker locked in. They seen you the last couple games, and now they see you this game. You walk in the locker room. You been fly as hell every time you walk in the locker room this week. You walk in this motherfucker with the team sweats on. You ready to go. you,
I
you,
swear to God,
you
you
ready
ready
to
to
go.
go.
You ready to go. You like, hey, bro, I don't want to talk. Let's go. Let's get out here and motherfucking play. I
Right.
think that spirit is going to vibrate through the whole team. And I think Bill Belichick, this is going to be one of them wins where it's like, did they figure it out? After this week, we're going to be talking about the Patriots like, they might have something and be serious about it now. Because I think Mac Jones is going to play that type of game. I think Mac Jones is going to outplay Dak at his crib. And they the same type of quarterback, but I think Mac is going to play better than him this week. And that may transform something in Mac. He didn't start it a couple years. He got some starts on his belt. You feel me? He might the light might change and he might fuck around and be Drew Brees. You never know. Like we
You never
counted them
know.
off. You feel me? We
Right.
counted them off, but something might turn on where he like, okay, I can do this shit. I got this shit. And now I'm about to put the Patriots back on the map. I'm about to get Bill Belichick to the top winner coaches wins in NFL history. I'm about to be the reason he does that. I got the Patriots winning this game. I love that pick too.
No, I am so ready to see Ezekiel Elliott be in O State days when he had 200 yards against Oregon and just running all over. But I think with Zeke, he's gonna have so much ready to unload this game, bro. I see him having 100 yards for sure. But it's like a typical. We've both had the privilege to watch Zeke in college. We both obviously seen him in the league, but in college, I'll never forget when he was at the crib 2014 when it was the
13.
Ohio State game. 13, no, was it 13 or 14?
No, 14, 14.
14. And we had that nighttime game, man. We was playing at 9 o'clock p.m. at night, bro. The game didn't get done until like 1:30, 2 o'clock, because of primetime game. But boy, I remember him coming in running all over us, and we had the top defense in the league. I'm like,
I was
ooh,
like,
he about to be something. That man was going crazy. But no, keep it short and sweet here. I think this is Zeke's gonna have a welcome party, and everybody, like you said, is gonna ride for him, and he gonna be ready to play. He gonna have the whatever he normally do, face paint, visor, all like he's ready to go ahead and have 100 yards. But like you said, you got the Patriots. That's a sleeper. Uh, Screw America's team. Ain't America's team.
yeah.
Anyways, moving on from the NFL here, let's go ahead and talk about some college football. We just really have two teams. Obviously, we're going to talk about Michigan State. We are in a big slump right now, but we do play the Rutgers. Man, all I gotta say is let's go ahead and get that tightened up, man. This is right here is a big game. We need to go ahead and go 1-0. I don't know what we need to do to flush Washington out, but flush it out. Whatever you need to do to get, but you need to make a statement this game. We need to be penalty free, and we need to go ahead and do what needs to be done for that game. Liv, you want any 2 cents on that, or did I go ahead and hit on some things that you were going to say?
We play the Rutgers.
Yeah, we play at Rutgers, 11 o'clock on Saturday.
No, we play Iowa. We play at Iowa.
Oh, never mind. October 14th. My bad. Let's go back here.
Yeah,
Play
we play.
Iowa.
I was thinking like, damn, I thought we played Iowa. We play
No, I was
Iowa
the one.
7:30.
Yep. So let me rephrase that here. Iowa, but that's the next week, following week that we play Rutgers.
Yeah.
October 14th. But either way, you better go ahead. We need to bring our shit because Iowa's not going to play. Okay. Iowa's definitely going to be a team that's going to come out and play very sound and punch you in the mouth football. So be geared up for that. This is a game where we need to have. There ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. We need to have this game because obviously we lost against Maryland last week.
Mm-hmm. At home.
Right. Bring your shit because they're not going to be playing, and we need to go ahead and get ourselves in the right foot here. Kind of talk to me on what you think about that game, Lipper. Any type of tab bits
Yeah.
to give
I'll be
to the
brief. I'll be brief. I'm gonna say Iowa lost last week to Penn State 31-0. They didn't score no points last week, so I'm sure they're gonna come out with a fucking problem. They're gonna come out with some problems on their mind. It's a 7:30 game. It's a night game at Iowa. Bruh, at 12 o'clock playing at Iowa, that shit is tough. If you played in the Big Ten, I know I just said that like 4 times, but whatever. If you in the Big Ten and you played in the Big Ten, you know if you played at Iowa, you know how Iowa can get, boy. And that's at 12 o'clock. That's at 12 o'clock noon. Iowa be turned. They fans be right behind you talking mad shit. Just imagine how it's gonna be 7:30 night game.
boy, they're gonna be teed in the back calling you everything out your name, brother.
You better just look. You better look in the mirror and get to calling yourself names because you're gonna hear it all. That you're gonna hear it all at Iowa at 7:30 at night. I'm expecting to, you know, I don't really know what to expect. I'm gonna just watch it though. I hope we win, man. The Wild shit just gotta play better. Uh, Need to establish the run game with 5. Get 10 some easy throws, and defense come to play. I mean, we know Iowa not a throw the ball all over the field type of team. They more of a physical, run the ball, that type of team. So if we could, play physical and don't, don't let them push us around, it's gonna be a tight game. This can be a game we steal. This could be a game we steal, but gotta come prepared, man. Gotta come ready to play. Go green, man. Let's get it.
Man, let's get it. It's always go green on this, and we ride or die with ever going on situation. But let's get it this week, man. I just want to see people play hard, play to the ball, get to the ball, catch the ball, make just little simple plays because that goes ahead and wins you the game. So go green. They play at 7 o'clock, I think NBC night game. So it's going to be live. You want to go ahead and be in the big stage, things like that, make a name for yourself. There you go, my good brother.
People gonna be
And
watching.
then, oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%. And then Saturday, obviously a little bit earlier here, I think the whole big one that we want to talk about, USC Trojans versus the Colorado Buffaloes. Ooh-wee. This could be, to me, when I was looking at this game, I'm like, this could either be one of those games like it was against Oregon, or it can be different because they're back at the crib. They kind of got that experience now of playing a team of their caliber
Mm-hmm.
and kind of getting like, oh Lord, we need to actually tighten up from an O line standpoint, D line standpoint. I think for USC, man, to be honest with you, Caleb Williams, I don't ever bet on him. I mean, I bet against him, excuse me. His team is playing unreal right now. This is going to be either a high scoring, close game, or it's going to be a dog walk, in my opinion. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take USC in a tight one.
Okay.
But I think Shadur Sanders and Caleb Williams are going to show why these two guys are the top two quarterbacks coming out of their draft or whenever they do come out, that these two guys need to be the first quarterback off the board. I think they're going to go ahead and throw the ball everywhere. They're going to make the right reads. Obviously, Shadur, even though he lost last week, no interceptions, no bad turnovers. The man doesn't turn the football over. Like, he's literally like Tom, if my opinion, he's like Tom Brady, if you want my honest opinion. Makes the right reads, makes the right decisions, and does what needs to be done. And then Caleb Williams, you already know what you get with Caleb Williams. Once in a lifetime talent, but I think those two guys are definitely going to go ahead and show their presence all over this game. But I got the Trojans in the tight one, high scoring.
Okay. I bet you ain't think about this though. USC been playing at 10 o'clock at night for the past all of the games. Then have been at 10 o'clock at night. 7 o'clock daytime, 8 o'clock daytime out there in LA. They haven't played at 12 o'clock noon.
And we all know about
They're not even woke at that time. You feel me? They ain't even had breakfast yet at 12 noon because it'll be 9 o'clock to them in the morning.
Yeah.
That's gonna be different, bro. That's gonna be different. Playing 10 hours, 12 hours earlier than you normally play. That's gonna be a factor. If Colorado can come out fast and get up a lead, you feel me? Then it's gonna become a quarterback game. If Colorado come out there fast and they mess around and it be 21 zip or 14 zip real quick or 17 zip or 21-7 when they up, and then now USC has to fight back with Caleb Williams, and we're gonna start seeing some quarterback playing. We're gonna start seeing some crazy shit. Like some crazy, bro. But that's an advantage that Colorado have. They biggest game's been at noon. They didn't have noon. Their TCU game, that was at noon. Nebraska game, that was at noon. Colorado State, that was at night. But yeah, that was they used to getting up at 12 o'clock and playing right off the bat. Like you said, it's gonna be a great quarterback debut right here. This game, this matchup right here. I'm trying to think, bro. Have we seen two highly talented quarterbacks, black quarterbacks like this play each other in college football against each other like with this same type of caliber against each other? I think that's something we ain't paying attention to because Shador, he's more like a Joe Burrow, Tom Brady type motherfucker. Like he ain't trying to run. He using his legs to get side to side, step up in the pocket, get back, extend the play to throw the ball. And I'm not saying Caleb Williams not, but he's more of the Patrick Mahomes, he's more of that type of guy, but he can play in the pocket as well, which Patrick Mahomes can play in the pocket as well. So we've seen two great quarterbacks, but they differ from each other.
Right.
Like they not the type of quarterback, they two black quarterbacks. And this matchup right here, bro, everybody's gonna be there. Everybody's gonna be watching. I'm hearing LeBron, Jay-Z, Dave Chappelle, shit. Beyonce might pop out. You never know. You feel me? Oprah, Jesus, goddamn, bruh. Everybody gonna be there, bruh. They talking about everybody gonna be talking about half the NBA gonna be there. You feel me? Like 15, 20 million gonna be watching the game. They already broke the record last week with Colorado State and them. I think they said it was like over 10 million people watching. It's gonna reach past that. Everybody gonna be there. Big noon. Bruh, everybody there. We just seen Undisputed hosting their show there. You feel me? Speak gonna be there. You feel me? We got people moving their shows to Boulder. They ain't do that for Alabama. They ain't do that for Tennessee. They ain't do that for Florida. They ain't do that for Georgia. Hey, bro, this is gonna be a big ass game tomorrow. I'm hoping this game plays out like Colorado TCU played out. I'm hoping it's one of those type of games because I don't know neither one of these defenses are gonna be like locked down doing nothing. These are not defensive teams. These are offensive, throwing the ball down the field, pushing the ball down the field, getting the ball into your playmakers' hands and watching what they do. We're gonna miss Travis Hunter. Definitely gonna miss him out there because he's a dynamic playmaker out there on that field. You're gonna miss him. If he was in this game, I think I'd be more willing to pick Colorado for sure. But I'm still picking Colorado. I got Colorado winning 42-38. I got Colorado winning 42-38. The matchup of Shador and Caleb Williams is going to be a matchup that we're going to be watching in 20 years because they probably still going to be in the league. But they're going to come back to this game and be like, bro, that showdown right there, that shit going to be crazy. Lincoln Riley, prime time, basically the two most popular coaches, in the game, in football, not even just talking about college football. Lincoln Riley, the NFL been trying to get him for years. His name's been on NFL radars for years. Cowboys, you feel me? They've been on there. Now they talking about prime. Is he an NFL coach? Should he go to the NFL? Should he go to the Cowboys? It's in there. So many eyes on this game. So many people be watching this game. I would love to be in this game if I was a player.
Man, who you
If I
telling?
was a fucking player, bro, I would be so locked in that I'll probably go for over 250. I'll probably go for over 250 this game. I'll be trying to knock on the door for 300 yards receiving in this game. This is the type of like that shit can put you on. That shit can make you an NFL player right there. You make a play in this game, a crazy type of play, NFL team's gonna be like, hey bro, we need to pay attention to that guy. We need to pay more attention to number 10, Weaver. Oh, we didn't seen him do what he did for these last few weeks, but to do it at this magnitude with this eyes on it, hey, I'm excited to see this game, bro. I'm tuned the fuck in. From Big Noon TV. I ain't even watching College Game Day. Big Noon TV. All shout out to College Game Day though. No disrespect. Shout out to College Game Day for sure. But I like Mark Ingram on Big Noon. Shout out to Mark Ingram, but he be having me crying on there. But I'm tuned in, bro. This gonna be a game. I just hope it's a high scoring, close game, bro. I don't want to see no fucking blowout, bro. I don't want to see I don't want to see blowout from neither teams though. Like I don't want to see USC blow them out, or I don't want to see Colorado blow them out. I want to see two quarterbacks display their talent and display why whenever they come out, they should be 1-2 or they should be 1-1.
That's real. Hey, tomorrow noon kickoff, 11 a.m. Excuse me. So we shall see, and we all know what 11 a.m. times do with us when we were in college. We wasn't even ready to play. I'm gonna just leave it at that. So, tell about the half. So let me go ahead and just get on to something else here. That concludes obviously all the football talk, but let's go ahead and head over to NBA. NBA, we got about 10 more days. October 10th. We already seen last night what had happened. Milwaukee Bucks got Damian Lillard. Wasn't expecting it at all. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what he does and where he's at. We've talked, and I've talked personally on where is he? Is he going to be able to go ahead and possibly be the second option or third option? Is he going to be able to go ahead and manage playing point guard? So now him coming over to the Milwaukee Bucks, right? We have Giannis, Brook Lopez, Bobby Porter, Middleton, and now Damian Lillard. And if you look at that on a piece of paper, and me looking at it, that's not a bad lineup. There's a lot of, when Giannis comes off or whatever, that we can go ahead and go Damian Lillard, Middleton, Bobby Portis, and going to have to find two other guys. The young cat that we had, the rookie that dropped 80 this summer, I forget his name off the top of my head, but he's going to have a huge year this year for the Milwaukee Bucks.
They got like
but
Connaughton,
granted,
24 to guard. They got like 24 to shooting guard that can shoot.
Yeah, Cunningham.
And he's
I
fast.
don't know why we still have him. He's nice. I would have liked to keep Grayson Allen over him, to be honest. That's
Yeah,
just me.
I
I
think they
like
like the
Grayson
same
Allen's game
player.
over him.
They like the same type of player.
That's
Grayson
real.
kind of Grayson just played with more of an edge. He played. He be trying to.
I
You know,
like that.
he a little
I like
edgy.
that. Like
Yeah,
little one of those here and there. But
yeah.
no,
Quick, quick a
I'm
little.
but let's not go ahead. This is a double-edged sword for getting Damian Lillard. If we do not win this year, if we do not get to the championship, Giannis is gone. Giannis is not being a Milwaukee Buck. And I'm saying this before it even starts. The talk about, oh, the Bucks this and that, if they don't make the playoffs or like it comes down that line where we don't, Giannis is not going to be a Milwaukee Buck. It's just not going to happen. We've seen
Then
all
he
the
back.
great players will be with franchises for however long. Like, again, I get it. I get where, as a player, you're going to go ahead and because you want to win or you want to go ahead and join a team or join an organization or guys or the vision or the personnel that you have already to win a championship. I get it. And like for people that are like small minded on like, oh, well, no, he's not doing that. He's done everything he could ever since he got here. We've seen Giannis for damn near 8 years or however long he's been in the league for. The fact that this man brought us a championship to Milwaukee, I don't care, COVID year, whatever year, people don't know how hard it is to win a championship, let alone to win games in the NBA or to win games professionally. So I'm 100% fine if he does leave after this year if we don't make it, but we have got to make the finals. Like this year, we have to beat Boston. We have to beat every team in the East, and we have to get to the finals for Giannis to even consider to come back.
Yeah, you are so right about that. I feel like Giannis is gonna make it his job and his top priority to beat Miami and Boston in the playoffs this year because them been the two teams that been putting him out in the bubble. Miami put him out. The year after that, it was I think the year after that they won, but then after that it was Boston. Then it was Boston again, and then it was Miami again to put him out. So they've been getting the best of him, and he don't like that shit. That's 4 years where those two teams and took turns putting you out the playoffs. One of the times you damn near got swept last year, 4-2. I mean 4-1.
No, we did.
So
We got our ass kicked.
yeah, they were getting their ass whooped. Let's talk about Dame. First off, I'm happy this shit is over. I'm happy this fucking Dame is over. Bro, people might think I don't fuck with Dame, and I'm not gonna say I heavily fuck with Dame. I think Dame is a great player. I don't think he should have been on the top 75 list at all. I think there's a few players that deserve to be on that list. Even Dwight Howard. You're not gonna tell me Damian Lillard had a better career than Dwight Howard. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't
Was
care how
Klay
many
Thompson
deep
on there?
three. Nope, he wasn't even on there. Kyrie Irving, stop playing with me. If you want to tell me that Damian Lillard is better than Kyrie, you're fucking out of your mind.
All right,
I
hold
do
on.
not.
Time out before you go ahead and do your thing. He got picked over Kyrie Irving.
They won't fuck with Kyrie Irving. They ain't like him because Kyrie.
Wow. But carry
It
on.
wasn't about no basketball.
It don't
It
matter.
was not.
Carry on.
It wasn't nothing about basketball. Because if you watch them Cavs team when they went to the finals 4 years in a row, 3 years in a row before he left last year, and you watch the playoff series going up, he was going crazy, right next to Brian, but he was going crazy. I'm just glad this shit is over. So now, let's see, Damian. Let's see what you on when you have when. Bruh, I had the Buck. I told you a while ago it was gonna be the Bucks and the Lakers in the finals this year.
Right.
That was way before Dame got there. I still have the Bucks and the Lakers in the finals. Let's see what you gonna do, Dame. Let's see if you really this clutch championship player that people love labeling you as. You made a couple walk-off shots in the playoffs, and we just calling you clutch. I think you are a great player. I think you do the Dame time shit, but I would love to see it in the playoffs. I would love to see it on a big stage versus Miami, versus Philly, versus Boston. Bro, you ain't even been to the playoffs in a while.
Right.
When the last time we seen Portland in the playoffs? The bubble? And people tell me
Yeah.
all day, bubble.
That's 20.
Yeah, people keep telling me the bubble don't count. So when last
Well,
time prior to that? You ain't really made it past no rounds.
true.
We ain't seen you really competing crazily in the playoffs. We haven't seen it. Of course, you play with Portland, but Portland has some decent teams, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and act like Portland didn't have a team that could have, contended. If the Bucks don't win a championship this year, who they gonna blame? Who fault you think it's gonna be?
Oh, it's gonna be Giannis for sure.
No, the fuck is not.
I feel,
No,
but
it's
no, it's
not,
gonna be Dame. You think it's gonna be Dame?
bruh. Bruh, before Dame got there, they was talking about Bucks is gonna go to the championship. Before Dame got there, if Dame gets there now, the Bucks have been the favorites the last 3-4 years. It's been, hey, but the Bucks gonna be in the finals. Hey, but the Bucks gonna be in the finals. Yeah, they came up short, but it was always like, bro, the Bucks gonna be in the finals. If they
Right.
don't make it to the finals and win the championship this year, it's not gonna be on Giannis. It's not gonna be on Brook Lopez. It's not gonna be on Chris Middleton. You know why? Because they already won. They already won a championship.
True.
It's gonna be on Damian Lillard. Let's see you in the light.
Yeah.
The Bucks play on TV, my brother. The Bucks play on TV.
Right.
Yeah. I fucking love it because I be loving these players that be at these teams like Bradley Beal. I'm one of the top players in the league. Bro, no the fuck you not, bro. You play for the Wizards, bro. When
Yeah.
y'all lose, we don't give a fuck about what y'all do over there. When y'all win, it's like, okay, Bradley Beal had a good game. But when the last time the Wizards been in the playoffs? Since John Wall left? That was over 5-6 years ago. Not to even get on his team right now. But the Suns play on TV, my brother. You playing next to Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. They're on TV at least 40 times a year.
Right. If more now, because of all the people that got coming in.
Yeah, I think it went the Suns had the most games on TV. I think it went the Suns, the Lakers, then Boston. I think it was like, and the Warriors was up there too. I think the Suns was like 44 games on national TV. I think the Lakers was like 42. The Boston was like 41, and the Warriors was like 40 or something like that. And the Bucks was like 42, tied up in there. So you on TV now, bro. Them games in Portland that you was playing that we didn't see, we just looked at the box score. Oh, Dame had 70 points. Score 70 now, motherfucker. Hit 10 threes in the game now. Let's see that shit now. I'm tired. I was tired of all this Damian Lillard talk. Let's see what you got now.
Right.
Let's see, bro. Let's see if you really tired of losing. You feel me? Let's see how valuable Damian really is. Because it's hard to see how. I'm not gonna say it's hard, but with certain players, when they go to another team, you start to see like, okay, can you really play? This fan base don't fuck with you like your first fan base did. It'll never be like that. Nigga, the Lakers don't even fuck with LeBron like that. And he LeBron. You feel me? He go to the Cavs, though, they gonna love him forever. But the Lakers like, man, shit, we don't care. You feel me?
Right.
Miami even like that. Like, shit, we don't care. Hey, bro, let's see, Dane. I want to see what you got. I think this is a great spot for you. The Bucks had the most wins in regular season out of both conferences last year. They had the most wins. So they're number one seed overall, period. Let's see if you can get them a championship.
Hey,
I'm
because
tuned in. I'm talking
we
shit.
are gonna wear our heart on our sleeve when it comes to the Bucks. We're gonna let you know how you're gonna play, and you in Milwaukee. Milwaukee's a very tight knit place, so we'll see you, brother. And you will go ahead and be told that you was on doing what you're supposed to be doing, or you not doing what you're supposed to be doing. So I'm excited to see just this outcome because it's good for the NBA. I like the drama. I like these guys getting together. I would have never thought that Damian was going to be a Buck. Real shit. I was like,
Never?
I wouldn't say never, but I wouldn't think that we would be the top candidate guys to get him. Like I wasn't because I didn't pay Damian Lillard no mind. You just said it.
Yeah.
He's talking about he wants to go to Miami. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm not going to listen to what you know what I'm saying.
But
Granted,
before he was talking about Miami though, like when he ain't name a team, you couldn't see him with Giannis.
I could, but I wouldn't think that he would want to be with Giannis
Why?
because of his play. Like his play, like realistically, I know he pick and roll with obviously homie that's going to the Suns right now. I didn't think that he would want to play with Giannis. I could see it, but I didn't think that it was on the table the way it was on the table. Like, we don't know what's going on and what these teams are looking for, what they're doing. They're trying to get the best, especially when it's business. They're trying to get the best bang for their dollar for whatever needs be for their team to at least add pieces in or go into the draft to go ahead and get a first rounder or a second round pick or to get a couple more picks. So it was just a business decision, obviously, from Portland to Miami to the Bucks to wherever it was. So I was just thinking business wise, like there ain't no way that we're going to be able to go ahead and be able to get Chris Middleton for a nice contract because that's the main person I was worried about. Granted, Chris Middleton has been hurt, but he won a
Yeah,
championship. I'd rather bring someone that's won a championship, been in that situation. That's someone that has only went ahead and waved off the OKC Thunder back in 2018 to win a game. So like I'm talking about like guys that have been in that position. So it's like I wasn't really thinking that he was going to be on our team or pieces that we were going to be able to go ahead and make money around to get him. Clearly, I was wrong. We got money for him. I think realistically, I'm sick that we got rid of Bud, to be honest, because I think Bud and Damian Lillard and Giannis on the championship team that we had, with the head coaching and all the staff that we had, that would have been serious. I don't know about this brother that we got coming in. This is going to be a big task for him as well.
yeah.
Giannis wanted a new head coach. Giannis wanted to get players around him. Got Damian Lillard. Now, Giannis, you better be on straight killer mode. I don't give a. I better not see you. I swear this year, I better not see you when there's 5 people in the paint. Take your big lonky ass in there and try to go ahead and lay that bitch up. Please don't do that. Because then that tells me that you haven't matured enough in your game. Bring the ball out, kick it out, get on the baseline. You've been working with a legend and what's his name?
Hakeem Olajuwon.
Right, Akeem Olajuwon. Go ahead and do some Akeem down in that post and get right, bro. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what this turns out to be. But like I said earlier, it's do or die for the Bucks. If we don't make the finals, Giannis is out.
Hey, I like that take right there for sure. I definitely do. I think it's gonna be big. I mean, we never seen Damian Lillard not the best player on his team.
Right.
We never seen him as the number 2 guy. You know, we seen him as a number 1 guy for 11 years. We've never seen him as a number 2 guy. He may be a 2A, 2B if Middleton, depending on how Middleton come along. Because Middleton, he was out a lot last year. He probably feel rejuvenated. If he ain't gonna do shit on defense, he for sure probably give you a solid 18 points on offense. And Giannis gonna give you what 30 plus points on offense. Where does that put Damian's 30 points, 15 3-point shots that we're gonna see if he wants to win. We're gonna see what that looks like. And it's
There it
the
is.
East. We're gonna
There it
see.
is.
So I'm excited for it. Um, I'm gonna say I could see it before. I could see it. Like, I remember talking about this shit last year, and I'm like, bro, I think the Bucks. I think him going to the Bucks would be a good spot for him to play with Giannis. I thought that. I mean, I always think like he can go to certain spots, but I thought Giannis and him could be something. He did pick him as the first pick in the All-Star game.
Right.
Um, so I'm excited to see how that works out. Coaching is going to be a big thing because they got a new coach. You got 2 great players on your team. You got a championship team that's ready to win right now. Let's see let's see his touch on the team. Let's see his feel on the team. Excited to see what the Bucks got this year, man. Definitely.
Absolutely. And obviously the BD boys are excited as well. We're definitely be talking about that Saturday. We are geeked. All my homies, especially from the crib, were like, bro, it's going down. I'm like, hey, let's pump the brakes, but yes, it's going down. And then to get out of the NBA here, obviously WNBA is starting. Obviously, we got that championship underway. Obviously, 4 teams, excuse me, to get to the championship. Liberty and the Suns play. That's neck and neck. They play at 6:30 p.m. Then Aces are up on the wings 2-0, and they play at 8:30. I ain't gonna lie, brother. Sisters can ball now. Sisters can ball. I sat down and watched them. Yeah, Aces won last year. They look like they're the favorite to win it again this year. If you want my real honest take, I think it's gonna be Liberty Aces in there for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Liberty Aces too. I like Sabrina. She can play. She can shoot the ball. Ain't Candace Parker on the Aces?
I didn't see her. I think she is, but I think she might be hurt low key. I could
I was
be
about to say, I
wrong.
think she did sign with them in the offseason, but they got a squad already though. They got the best player in the game, but the MVP Brianna Stewart, she played for Liberty, right?
Yeah, she plays for Liberty. She won it this year.
Yeah, but the one that won last year, I think her name was Asia Wilson. She won it
Yep.
last year. Um, that's gonna be a matchup. I like the Aces and Liberty to play against each other. I like the Aces to win. I want to say New York because Sabrina can play, and they could. I mean, obviously Brianna Stewart. I remember her at UConn. She was balling.
Yeah.
I think she went to UConn if I'm not mistaken.
No,
I
she went to
remember.
Utah.
Yeah, I remember balling out. That's gonna be a good matchup right there. But I know the Aces won last year. And I don't know if they have the Liberty won within the last couple years.
I think they won the year before that.
Okay, so
Or
it's
they
gonna be
won
like
like one of them years. They won one of them years before Ace won like
so they
two in a
won.
row, something like that.
They won within like the last 3 years.
Right.
So it's gonna be like, which one do you feel gonna win? I'm gonna watch that when they get to the finals. I'm gonna watch a game or two from that when they get to the finals. I think that's gonna be good matchups. Shout out to the Queens out there playing. Shout out to y'all out there balling, perfecting
Absolutely.
y'all craft, man. We
Absolutely.
tuned
And that
in.
was just the NBA, WNBA semifinals. But realistically, I think Ace is in the Liberty to be in the championship, like we said. But man,
Yeah.
that concludes a good Friday. Appreciate you guys rocking with us here on this beautiful show, Off the Top Show. We're always going to be on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We have things in tuned as well, like I said, on Wednesday with one-on-one interviews with people that I got lined up. But have a great weekend. Hopefully you had a great week. Hopefully everything you needed to be done got done. You got 3% better every single day to go ahead and work on your craft. I don't know why I said that because you said craft earlier, my good brother. But take us out, Lit, man. Tell the people what they need to hear.
Hey man, off the top, man, we here, man. You feel what I'm saying? Speak on the podcast to be tuned back up. Give me a couple weeks wait on the basketball season. I'm gonna tune back in. I'm gonna tap into a basketball season, y'all. Got that. Praying for all the guys that's playing football this weekend. You know it's a dangerous sport. Hopeful health on all of y'all. Basketball, whatever sport you're playing, man. Health to y'all. Eat y'all vegetables, man. Don't be playing. Eat y'all little tomatoes and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Eat y'all some walnuts and some shit. That ain't vegetables, but you tell me. Yeah, man, tune in. The Jets are about to get beat by 40 on Sunday Night Football. The Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, they never played in MetLife. He's about to put up 40 points, and I don't think the Jets going to score 10 points. So they're going to definitely beat their spread or whatever the shit be going on parlays and FanDuels. They're going to go crazy, and New York is media is going to be on fire all of next week. That's all I got.
And that's all I got too, brother. Hey, you guys have a great one. We will see you on Monday. Peace out, y'all.
Yeah.